How's it going? It's been a very long week for me. It's so tired. Ironically, this clip actually is a part of the video that's coming out for me in like a week and a half. Just because I got stuff in, I'm trying to fix up the shelf. I want to show the stuff off before I fix up the shelf. I'm very tired. It's like 11:30. It's a Friday night. Thursday night. My God. Let's start off with something I was intending to be a Christmas gift for myself, but bugger it and buy movies instead. It's the creature from the goddamn Black Lagoon. You know how much I love this son of a bitch. He's my boy. This is the Diamond Select Money Bank. It's the black and white edition because this is the only one that was available from the guy on selling on Facebook. No box or anything, but it came in perfect condition. A bit of a not great paint job at the back of the neck, but I don't really mind too much. He looks terrific. I'm trying to make sure it focuses more on him. I know the water doesn't look fantastic because it is in black and white, but I do love this design. I didn't know he was going to be so big, but I love the hand-painted texture, even though it doesn't look perfect. But at the same time, his costume was hand-painted. It kind of works for me, you know? The textures on his hands and his gills and everything. His open mouth, the whole attacking pose. I don't know. I'm not going to use it. Like, I know it's a valid thing. I could use it. But yeah, he's just really cool. I've wanted one of these for years now. And the fact I was able to get it on bloody Facebook Marketplace, it took me a couple of days to figure out if I wanted to get it, but then I got like $100 paid from work, so I figured, yeah, screw it. It's only 15 extra bucks just for postage. Guy was in goddamn, he was at the other side of the state to me, and I'm like, I'm not going to drive for like 3.5 hours to get a thingy when I can just pay 15 extra dollars. You know? But, yeah, he's cool. I love the creature. So, anything I can add to my collection. I need to get the colour version as well of the bust. And I have ordered the NECA versions. At least the colour version so far. The black and white hasn't come out in Australia yet, to my knowledge. But, they'll be coming in for Christmas for myself, more than likely. Yeah, that's a good Christmas gift, if they ever fucking ship. I don't know, it's still on pre-order. Anyway, I got some movies. I got a bunch of Umbrella stuff, but I figured I'd just do the last of my JB Black Friday haul. I got T2, the Terminator... No, wait, this isn't the Terminator one. This is Trainspotting 2. I only really got it, like, I haven't seen this for years. I saw it on Foxtel, I think. You know, standard release, whatever. I don't even define it. Disc 2 comes with deleted scenes, 20 years in the making, a conversation with Danny Boyle on the cast, commentary with Danny Boyle and John Hodge. So that's fun. Oh, the 4K is a movie only, bastards. But it does come with Dolby Atmos, so that's nice. But UDH66, so not a very great 4K, so... But I'll take what I can get, I guess. I enjoyed this first movie quite a lot. I've seen that only once on Blu-ray, and I've seen the second film once before. I got it part of the 2 for $40 4K 30% off at JB in their last day of their sale because I want to get Shawshank, and the only way to get Shawshank was to order it in, and it still hasn't shipped, so I don't know when that's kind of come in. But it was like $34? 35-ish for the 2 posted, so I'm like, that's not too bad. It's like, you could think of it as like, I was going to say you could think of it as like $15 each and $5 postage, but it was like, what, $6 postage, I think? Maybe $7? I think $6. Either way. It's like $14 to $16 for a 4K, same as Shawshank. I'm pretty happy with that, so I think that's $19 each was what I divided it into. Something like that. It's alright. For Australian dollars, it's pretty goddamn good. Anyway, Umbrella stuff. What did I get from Umbrella? They had like a big sale. It was going to be a $50 order. I ended up adding a film, which made it 75-ish. Which is pretty good for what I got. First up we have Relic. I've reversed a lot of the artwork on some of these to get rid of the M-rated logo bullshit. This is an Australian horror film that came out in 2020. I actually saw the premiere this year because it didn't get an Australian premiere until this year at Acme, and the director wasn't going to be there, but I think she had COVID. She had some cold or flu or whatever, so she had the Zoom call in, but we did a Q&A after the film, which was really nice. But yeah, it comes with a slew of special features. This was really nice. I know you can still see it on streaming or whatever, but it was like, what, $10-15 or something. It was pretty goddamn cheap. But you get interviews of all the main actors and the director and the cinematographer and the production designer. You get a short film which is called Creswick, which they did talk about in the at the Q&A thing after the film, so I would really like to watch that, as well as Relic Shoot Time Lapse. So yeah, just a good Aussie film. Does come with reversible artwork, which is the exact same. Yeah, I'd suggest it. It's a really cool, creepy film. It takes its time. Obviously, the classic modern slow burn, but for 90 odd minutes, it's pretty good. I also got Weird on 4K because it was like $15. The fact that I initially pirated this film is really funny to me. I was going to open and show the alternative artwork, but it's the same, just without the thingy. But it's a 4K case. You can't see the alternate artwork now, can you? Not much in terms of special features. You get an introduction by Weird Al, behind the scenes and theatrical trailer, so not a lot going on for you, but it was shot in native 4K, so I figured I'd get it. I did enjoy it. I love the first half of this movie. I think that it's really funny. And then the second half happens, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. when it becomes all Rambo-esque, I'm like, yeah, I've seen UHF. I don't need an actual, like, full-length Rambo rip-off bullshit. It has a good ending. I think it lands its ending, but, yeah, I don't know. It's still fun. It's alright, you know. I was happy to get it for a good price, so that's good enough for me. Especially given how I've watched it twice, having pirated it, so... Because again, he emphasised on Twitter that the only way you could watch it in Australia was to pirate it, because Roku is not a thing in Australia, so... Yeah. Anyway, I also got Sirens. I've reversed the artwork as well for this, so I will show the other side. This is a classic Aussie film starring New Zealander Sam Neill, and British man Hugh Grant, and Elle Macpherson. She's Australian, yeah. I know she was on Friends. Portia de Rossi, Katie Fisher, Tara Fitzgerald, a big cast. It does have an alternate poster. I don't like that these don't come with sleeves. Usually it's the same as like Love Serenade and whatever, because it comes with this on the inside instead. Well, this is the original artwork, which is the same as that, but just with an MA logo. But then, of course, it does tell you about your special features, which it does come with a good amount, you know. There's a good selection of stuff. It's all regions. Yeah, just conversations with people, audio commentary with the director, home movie chat with Hugh Grant and the director, ABC Lively Arts, and then a few more interviews and stuff. So, I haven't seen this since high school. I liked it. I think it was like 2018, I think I watched it. Yeah, I think it was like Australian film studies. So, yeah, it was alright. Then we have Spotswood, which does also come with reversible artwork. This is the reversed art because I like this poster. This is a good poster. I've never seen this film before, but this is a good, like, what do you get? 1080p feature presentation in OAR or 185:1 from an all-new 4K scan of the original film elements, plus an alternative, the efficiency expert cut in 133:1. You get an introduction for the efficiency expert cut. I don't know what that is. Is that like a US thing? Because it doesn't delineate runtimes. Maybe it's just like a different title on the movie. I don't know. But you get a whole bunch of featurettes and interviews and like a whole slew of stuff written there. So it's also all regions and whatnot. So that's pretty good. Yeah, you also get a CD of the original score. That's pretty nice. Reversible sleeve, which obviously this is. All new feature-length audio commentary. Yeah, I don't know why it's not called... I think Spotswood is a location in Australia. Probably. Yeah, I don't really know why it's called the efficiency expert, but I imagine that's like a US thing. Like when they put it in the US, it was like, oh, we'll change the name, because that's like probably his job. You know, I mean, it is Anthony Hopkins. So, yeah, so you get the disc, you get the soundtrack. The original the artwork that you get is that kind of shit that they have for, like, Sirens and whatever. It's just an image from the film. It's like, wow, look, it's Ben Mendelsohn and Toni Collette and Anthony Hopkins. But then you get this artwork, and it's just got like all of them there anyway, and it looks just better. This is where I'm okay with them not having the sleeves, because I'm like, at least you get full artwork. That's nice. And last but not least, this one's reversible was just removing the MA for strong violence. A Bittersweet Life. This is like $28, I think it was, 26, something like that. It was like $30 to $40, and it popped down a lot because they had like a good, solid, big ass sale. So yeah, I figured I'd get this one because I don't know. I like it is Korean, yeah. Yes, I like Korean cinema. It's region B locked, but it does. Over there, pardon the reflection and everything, it does come with a lot of special features. So, you know, audio commentary. There's 3 different audio commentaries, holy shit. Making of with 2 commentaries, style of A Bittersweet Life, featurettes, deleted alternative scenes with optional commentary. Bittersweet Life in Cannes, music video, another music video, teaser trailer, TV spot, and whatnot. So, nothing too fancy, just a lot of goddamn commentary tracks. But yeah, I don't know what the hell this movie's about. I just figured I'd get it, because, I don't know, why not? So, that's it for this clip. What else did I get? Well, these are probably the last 2 for this weekend, so I figure I'll just get it over and done with. I'm still expecting a lot of stuff, but you know how it is. I picked up The Last of Us. I'm pretty sure I hadn't shown this prior because it was the last day of the Black Friday sales. I know I put in the order for that film that came with the... I've already forgotten what the bloody movie was. The one that was meant to come with Shawshank, the T2 Trainspotting. So, like, yeah. I figured I'd buy this as well because it was down quite a good price. It's usually like $60, and it went down to like 42, I think it was. But yeah, it has a little image of the characters, tells you all the episode lists and all the special features, which is nice. And then you just get your standard 4K discs. I don't mind it just being 4K. I'm a little iffy, curious about it, but I guess to be fair, having watched it on something like Binge, that being a not great looking 1080p, you know, I kind of prefer having it on 4K, so, you know, I appreciate that. I'm not a huge fan of the games because I've never played them, so I'm like, yeah, that's on me, but I just don't play video games that often, so, you know, I'm happy for a pretty goddamn straight adaptation to be on the television. Anyway, last but not least, I mean, in all fairness, I got a friend who absolutely hates the show because he's like, well, it's the exact same as the game. Why would I want to watch the show if it's exactly the same? I'm like, yeah, alright, you go live in your ivory tower. Anyway, I'm gonna show you that I got the Oslo Trilogy. Oslo Trilogy, you might ask? What the hell is the Oslo Trilogy? The Oslo Trilogy is a set that's been released from MUBI. In this case, it's 3 films by Joachim Trio? That guy that says the words there. Anyway, this is an image from The Worst Person in the World. They had, for Black Friday sales, this set, which was $60, so it was basically $20 a film. And it was the only release that came with Reprise in Oslo August 31st. Worst Person in the World did have like a $15 release that I was like, interesting, but it had an image that I wasn't huge on, and then most of the image was like all these like reviews, and I know that there's a Criterion, but I'm not fond of the Criterion release either in terms of artwork, even though they've probably got the exact same transfer, so that's good enough for me. But I figured, you know, it comes in one slim pack. You've got the name there, the MUBI icon. On the back, it tells you about each film individually, in terms of, they're all Region B locked, at least from this thing talking about it, telling me, because it says Region B. It gives you all the specs and stuff, which is cool, and a shot from each film. And I like the art. It's just an image from Worst Person in the World. That works fine. I'm yet to see the other 2, but I've heard that they're very good. And Worst Person in the World was interesting. I watched it as a double feature with... it just slides out. I watched it as a double feature with Drive My Car, and I much preferred Drive My Car, but I missed like the first couple of minutes of that film because the subtitles weren't working for Worst Person in the World, so that sucked. But either way. So it comes as a fold-out with a book, which I'll show off in a sec. Fold-out looks like this on the back, so you get a quote talking about something. What does it talk about? I grew up in a time when culture was passed along through objects. They were interesting because we could live among them, we could pick them up, hold them in our hands. So it's a quote from the Worst Person in the World, and he's got a landscape image. I don't think it's from the same film, but I don't remember. But yeah, you get artwork below this as well, but you get each movie as a thing, and you get some interesting shots. I like how each one's a different person, especially because obviously the iconic shot from Worst Person in the World and then the other two films. So yeah, I imagine this shot on the back is from Worst Person in the World, but you know, I could be wrong. And it does come with a booklet which has an image from one film, an image from another film. Again, that looks like Worst Person in the World, but I don't know if the girl was only in the one movie that he did, or if she's in like two of them. I don't know. Either way, yeah, again, the artwork from the front, from Worst Person in the World. Then you get a thing talking about Reprise. This just gives you credits for the film. Same for Oslo, August 31st. It's the same actor for those two. Does it tell me who the cast is? Because I want to see. Worst Person in the World has Renate? I'm not great with Norwegian names. Renate does not seem to... Oh, Renate is in... She is in Oslo. But Reprise is not giving me a cast list for some reason. Which is strange. Oh, it says at the bottom, but it doesn't have her name down there, so that's interesting. But it doesn't have a cast list on the side there, unlike these ones. So, but yeah, and then you got A Stick, a Stone, At the End of the Road. Joachim Trier, oh god, I'm mispronouncing the hell out of his name, discusses the Worst Person in the World. So this is just an interview about Worst Person in the World by Alyssa Sue. It's just a interview with some images, couple page thing, as well as some special thanks. So yeah, I mean, as a good way to get the set, it's probably the best way to do it. I think each disc has special features. It doesn't stipulate on the back, but I know that the standard movie release did have like an interview and some kind of Q&A thing, I think. I don't know what else they have in terms of special features, so you'd have to look them up. It sucks it doesn't emphasize it, like the back cover doesn't emphasize any special features at all, which is annoying, but they are all BD50s. They are all Region B, Norwegian with English subtitles and English SDH, and yeah, 5.1 and 2.0 DTS master audio tracks for each one. So yeah, there you go. Cool. Well, that's at least for now this weekend. I don't know what next week is. More stuff, obviously. I don't know. We'll see. We're getting into the Christmas season, so it's like, am I getting Christmas films this year? Am I waiting for stuff? I'm getting like, I've ordered one Christmas film, and ironically, I'm going to see that in the cinema in like 2 weeks anyway, so yeah, but I want to get the 4K, so. Okay, I lied. Have you noticed that I've been literally wearing the exact same goddamn t-shirt for this entire video? I filmed this video on 3 different days. I thought that was amusing. 3 different days, like throughout a week and a half period. This has been washed. I just keep wearing it. It's light, it's easy to wear, it's perfect for summer because it's just easy to wear. It's got Twin Peaks on it. I mean, like, what can you go wrong? Anyway, I got Black Christmas. Yeah, I told you I was getting a seasonal film. The joke before being is that I've been invited by my friends to go see this at the Astor. So, yeah, bloody hell, I hope they're showing a 4K because, yeah, because I'll show you my old version first for comparative sake. The 101 Films release, which is the reversible artwork. I'm actually going to give this to Phil and Katie. It's an okay release. Like, I didn't like the transfer. It actually made me kind of hate 101 Films, but some of their releases since then have actually been really good. It's just one of those that, like, imprint, it depends on the transfer. But it does have Blu-ray and DVD extras, including Films and Furs, Remembering the Black Christmas with Art Hindle, Victims and Virgins, Remembering Black Christmas with Lynn Griffin, Black Christmas Legacy, original TV and radio spots and 40th anniversary reunion panel. Why do I mention that? Because this has the exact same stuff. Also, this is a sleeve. Wow. Sometimes I actually like getting sleeves. I usually actually like getting sleeves with these kind of cases. With these kind of cases, except for the fact that it doesn't have alternate artwork. But either way, this does come with 3 discs. Glorious 4K, which I don't really know when I'm going to watch it now, do I? I mean, my anticipation is I might watch it the Astor if they don't project it in 4K, which they might not. They might. Who knows? Hopefully they do. Then I might, like, come home and, like, watch the special features, or I probably won't because I'll be with my girlfriend, so I'll be like, yeah, probably not. I'll watch the audio commentary. That's one way to do it. But yeah, you get the Blu-ray disc and the special features disc, which is nice. Got artwork on each one. Emphasizes, because I got the sleeve here, I can read it. Emphasizes on the back here. You get, of course, the 2022 4K scan of the original camera negative, presented in Dolby Vision. New 2022 restoration of the original mono track, which could be really fun. I really like mono tracks. It's kind of weird. I just like the audio pumping at my face rather than being around. It's weird. It's not a euphemism. It's just something I've noticed when, like, if my parents are watching something in the room next door, if audio is there in front of me, you know, I don't have to try to immerse myself. I can immerse myself in just what's in front of me, and it kind of works better for me, especially if it's the original mix. Anyway, you get the 5.1 mix as well. You know, I don't really care about any of that stuff anymore. There's 4 audio commentaries, including one with the director, one with actors John Saxon and Keir Delia. I forget Keir's in this goddamn movie. One with actor Nick Mancuso and an interview with Bob Clark. So there's 3 audio commentaries. My mistake. That's still a lot of commentaries. The fact that the other release has Zilcho is kind of whack-a-mole, ain't it? But the fact that disc 3 is the special features disc with, again, Film and Furs, Victims and Virgins, the Black Christmas Legacy, and the 40th anniversary panel as well. They're all in this, including a 2006 critical mass cut. Interesting. 12 Days of Black Christmas documentary, on-screen Black Christmas, Black Christmas Revisited, archival interviews with Bob Clark and actors Olivia Hussey, Art Hindle, Margot Kidder, and John Saxon, midnight screening Q&A with Bob Clark, John Saxon, and composer Carl Zitra, and 2 scenes with new vocal soundtrack, theatrical trailers, English and French, TV spots, radio spots, alternate title sequences, and stills gallery. It's worth noting that the 5.1 mix has a restoring 5.1 mix restoring the missing sound effects and dialogue. So that's it. I've got more coming in, shit from eBay, all kinds of stuff, but that's it. I'm gonna stop wearing this goddamn shirt in these videos. It's just so goofy. Yeah, we'll see you next time with more stuff. Obviously. Thanks for watching.